All right, so we're back here with some guitar maintenance information today. This time it's going to be something that I still think is pretty simple, but I too was afraid of when I first started working on my own guitars, and that is adjusting the truss rod. A lot of people hear or they think they've heard about horror stories of somebody snapping their neck, right, when they're adjusting it with a Allen wrench, right? Really simple little tool here. And that's just really not the case. I actually don't even know somebody that's actually snapped a guitar neck by adjusting the truss rod. One of the main reasons why I want to bring this up is I do hear a lot of people, and I've actually heard it in their videos online, that have a lot of fret buzz going on their guitars. Now, fret buzz can be a variety of things, but a lot of times it's really just an issue with the truss rod. So when it comes down to adjusting the truss rod, you're going to either have back bow or you're going to have up bow. Now, when it comes down to back bow, the back bow is going to bring the strings too close to the fretboard, and that's going to make it not only harder to play, but you're also going to run into fret buzz. Now, when you have up bow, which is the other way around, you're going to have a ton of space between the strings and the fretboard. And again, this is going to make it harder to play because it's going to be more tension, a little bit harder to press down on the strings, and it's also just going to be very, very weird. You're really going to hate playing it if you have up bow. Now, to correct these, we're going to need the Allen wrench that probably came with your guitar. If it didn't come with your guitar, or if you lost it like most of us did, most standard Allen wrench sets will come with the one that you need on there. It's a very common one. I don't know the size on it, so please forgive me when it comes to that. Now, when it comes to correcting back bow, which means we want to add relief to the neck, we want to add some more space between the strings and the fretboard, we're going to go ahead and turn the truss rod nut counterclockwise. Now again, you're not going to break your guitar unless you go spinning crazy amounts of turns into that truss rod. So just make small adjustments. Keep checking it as you go. You want to make sure there's a little bit of relief. Now, to check that, what we're going to want to do, or at least the way that I prefer to do it, is to hold the top string at the first fret and then go ahead and hold somewhere around the 17th fret or where the guitar neck meets the body. Whether it's a neck through or bolt on doesn't really matter. And you'll be able to see really how much space there is between the string and the fretboard. If there's no space at all, we're going to need to add a little bit of relief because you're probably encountering fret buzz, right? If there's a ton of space still, then that means that you're going to need to take away some of that relief. So again, back bow versus up bow. So for back bow, which is where we want to add some relief there and give some space between the string and the fretboard, we're going to turn the truss rod nut counterclockwise, just give it the tiniest bit of space, tune the guitar again, and test. See if you've got that fret buzz. See if it's easier to play for you. Now, if we're going to correct the up bow, which means we need to take away some of that space, make the action a little bit lower, make the guitar more playable, we're going to want to turn the truss rod nut clockwise. And again, do this slowly, do this in small increments, tune the guitar, recheck after every movement that you've made just to be double sure and make sure that your own peace of mind isn't being sacrificed here. So once you've done that, there is one other thing that I'll say is that you will probably need to adjust your intonation, which means down at the saddle area of the guitar, you're going to want to adjust the intonation if you've made any major changes to the neck relief due to back bow or to up bow. So that's pretty much it. It's actually really simple. I'm not going to go into depth and show you how I do it on this guitar because honestly, I already did it. This guitar is good to go. So I hope that this helps y'all. This is something that I didn't learn until way too far into my guitar playing career. And I was paying people to do it when I literally just need an Allen wrench, do it myself, takes a couple of minutes. It's a very, very simple guitar maintenance routine that I do almost monthly because I live in the Bay Area. Wild weather swings cause the necks to bow and have up bow and back bow, so on and so forth. So I know I'm rambling here a little bit, but I hope that this helps y'all. If it did, share it with somebody, help me out here, and help out a friend. So good luck.